At the beginning of the story, we see a girl named Lily going somewhere on her cycle, and a lot of dogs chase her. Now we are shown the story a bit earlier. Why were all these dogs following Lily? Lily is playing in the park with her dog, whom she named Hagen. That's when her mom comes to her, who had come to take her with her. Lily's mom was going to another country for a few days. That's why she came to leave Lily with her dad. Lily's mom and dad were divorced because of this. She used to stay with her mom. She used to spend most of her time with her dog Hagen. Lily's dad was a butcher and used to do the work of cutting and selling meat. When he comes out of his shop, he sees his wife and Lily outside. Lily's mom says to her dad, "I have come to leave Lily with you for a while." When Lily's dad looks at her, he doesn't feel good because the dog Hagen was standing with her. Lily's dad didn't like dogs at all, and it was forbidden to keep dogs where he lives. But seeing Lily's innocent face, he is ready to keep Hagen with him. Now he had brought Lily and Hagen home with him. When they come home, Lily's dad's landlady sees Hagen that a dog has come to her house. She now says to Lily's dad, "You know that it is forbidden to keep dogs here, so why did you bring it?" Lily's dad says, "You don't worry, it will only stay here for a few days." Lily feeds her food to Hagen at night, but her dad doesn't like it at all. When Lily asks for Hagen to sleep with her, her dad also refuses this and locks Hagen in the bathroom. Poor Hagen keeps barking all night because of it. Neither Lily nor her dad can sleep. So now she gets up and goes to the bathroom where her dad had locked Hagen. She stands outside and plays music. Hearing this, Hagen comes to peace and sleep. The next morning, a man comes to Lily's dad who had come from the police station. He says to Lily's dad, "You have an unregistered dog and you will have to pay its tax." Actually, her landlady had told the police about Hagen. Lily's dad tries to hide a lot and says, "Look, I don't have a dog," but then Hagen comes out of the bathroom. Lily was also watching all this secretly and was afraid that her dad might give Hagen to the police. Hearing all this, Lily was now scared, so she takes Hagen to her school secretly and hides it in her music classroom. Now when the class started, Hagen came out hearing the voices. Lily's teacher scolds her a lot that why did she bring her dog to the school without permission. On the same thing, Lily's teacher had thrown her out of the class. When she was going on the way, she meets her dad because the teacher had also told her about Hagen. He was angry with Lily and says, "Why did you take this dog to school, Lily? I can't take it anymore. We will leave it in the shelter animal home where all animals are kept for care." But Lily was not ready to do this. She never wanted to separate Hagen from herself and tries to make her dad understand her again and again. But now, Lily's dad was even more angry. He throws Hagen out of the car and starts driving towards the house. Poor Hagen was running after their car. Lily explains a lot that, "Dad, please don't do this," but he doesn't listen to anything. He left Hagen and came home. At night, Lily decides to go out of the house and look for Hagen. She was preparing to go out with food for it. That's when Lily's dad wakes up and says, "I know where you are going, so go inside and sleep quietly." There, we see Hagen sitting at the same place where they had left it. It was still waiting for Lily, but it was evening. Lily does not come. When Hagen wakes up in the morning from under a bridge, it goes a little further and sees a dog's corpse. Now Hagen understood that it will have to be careful. If it keeps roaming around like this, it will also be killed. It gets tired while roaming and was also hungry. It also sees a white dog and followed it to the meat shop. There were many dogs eating leftover meat. When Hagen goes ahead to eat meat, all the dogs start barking at him. That's when the owner of the shop hears its voice and drives all the dogs away from there. But Hagen has not gone from there yet, and he goes and hides in the shop. Seeing this, the shop owner was angry, and he tries to kill it. That's when the white dog came there. Following whom, Hagen reached here. It attacks the shop owner, and they escape from here and leave the shop. Hagen now came to an old and deserted place with the white dog. There were many stray dogs who roam in the streets. They were playing in the water. Seeing them, Hagen also tries to get along with them, but they all start barking at it. That's why it went and sat next to the white dog again, because only it is its friend. The next day in the morning, people come to catch the dogs and catch all the dogs barking at Hagen and take them away. Hagen and the white dog save their lives. That's when two men saw Hagen, but seeing them, he felt that they were good people. That's why Hagen tries to go to them, but that's when the white dog starts barking. Hearing this, Hagen understands that they want to catch it, so it runs away from there. Those two men were also following them. Meanwhile, Hagen and the white dog were separated while running. Hagen now tries to hide, and Lily's dog Hagen is hidden by an old man sitting on the road. That's when Lily's dad goes to drop her at school and asks Lily that she will have to apologize to her music teacher. Lily apologizes, but not from heart, and tells her dad that now she will not look for Hagen, but she still had love for it in her heart. That's why after school, she goes to look for it on her cycle. She also puts up his posters everywhere, but it was not found anywhere. On the other side, the old man who had caught Hagen is shown. He sells it to a hotel owner. Actually, the owner of the hotel is a dog dealer. He used to sell dogs and had tied many dogs like Hagen in the hotel. Now the old man takes money from the dealer and left Hagen with him. After a while, a man comes to the dealer who came to buy the dog. The dealer shows that man a dangerous type of dog. Actually, that man had a fighter club where he used to fight the dogs and earn money from them. The audience used to bet on this fight. Now that man likes Hagen, but the dealer says this dog is neither powerful nor bloodthirsty. It cannot run in your fight club as you want, but that man wanted Hagen. He gives money to that dealer and brings Hagen home with him by giving it an unconscious medicine. He now feeds him all kinds of proteins with which it will get strength, and he also beats it a lot, so that he can become a bloodthirsty dog and will be able to fight in his fight club. After a few days of training, Hagen had become a bloodthirsty dog. Its teeth also become sharp. Hagen was ready to fight. In the meantime, we see Lily, who was still looking for her dog. She also goes to a lady who used to run an animal shelter. When she asks about Hagen, the lady says no, it did not come to me, but yes, such dogs roaming on the roads either caught or killed. Your dog must have died by now. Now when Lily was talking to the lady, someone steals her cycle and runs away. Now she had to go home on foot. There, Hagen is shown who was brought to the fight club by getting ready for the fight. Here, two dogs were fought till then until one of the two was alive. The living dog was considered the winner. Those who saw their fight would spend a lot of money, but the owner of the dog would have benefited. Now here, Hagen's fight is done with a black dog whom Hagen cuts and kills in a few moments. Seeing this, the man becomes happy who brought Hagen here. The other man talks to him to buy Hagen, but Hagen's owner refuses him. On the same thing, a fight starts between the two. Meanwhile, the light was also switched off here. Taking advantage of this, Hagen runs away from here. There, Lily, whose cycle was stolen, finds a class fellow on the way who was going to the club. Lily says, "Take me with you, because I don't want to go home now. I am very worried. My dog is lost." First, that boy refuses him, but then he remembers that he has a drug. Lily can help him take it inside, so now he gives the drug packet to Lily and she hides it in her pocket. Everyone is searched while going inside, except for Lily, because she was a small girl. After coming inside the club, she gets separated from that boy. Lily had also started drinking. Because of it, she became unconscious. In the morning, the police catch her and take her with them because they got a drug from her pocket. Lily is taken to the police station. Her drug test is also done. That was negative. In a while, her dad also comes, who was crying after seeing Lily, and says, "Last night I was scared. I thought, I lost you. Forgive me that I took Hagen away from you. You can keep the dog. Let's take some other dog." Lily says, "No, Dad. I don't want any other dog," and she goes home with her dad happily. Hagen is shown who comes out of the fight club and comes to the same small pond where it found its friend, the white dog. They were looking for food together. That's when the team comes to catch the dogs, which now caught them too and took them to the animal shelter where all the dogs were kept. When people come to see the dogs there, a girl like Hagen, when she starts buying it, it breaks on her and attacks her. Seeing this, the owner of the shelter separates Hagen from all the dogs. There, Lily is shown whose school had a concert today, in which Lily also took part. Her dad had also come there. When the worker was going to close Hagen in another cage in the shelter home, Hagen gets away from his hand. Its collar was also open. Hagen attacks the neck of the worker and bites it, by which the worker died there. Then Hagen opens all the cages. All the dogs were free, and they think Hagen their leader and start running after them. When the owner of the shelter was trying to stop the dogs, she falls down unconscious. All the dogs were spread all over the city and the people get scared. Everyone was running here and there. All the dogs attacked the people's belongings to satisfy their hunger. Now because of this, the whole city was closed along with this. Some other dogs had also come to Lily's school where the concert was going on. The dogs had surrounded that place from all sides. Looking at them, Lily feels that maybe Hagen will also be there. And when she goes ahead to see her friend stops her, but even unwillingly, he couldn't stop Lily and takes her out. He also gives his cycle to go, and when Lily goes out to find Hagen, a lot of dogs were chasing her. This was the same scene that we saw at the beginning of the story. Then we would have come to know that why were a lot of dogs chasing Lily. Now the dogs don't say anything to Lily and move on. Hagen now reaches the owner of that hotel, who had bought it and sold it to the man of the fighter club. Hagen wanted to take revenge on all of them who heard it. Then a lot of dogs come there and attack the owner of that hotel. While cutting him, they killed him. Lily, who was chasing Hagen, had also reached there where the police come and they had caught Lily. They felt that maybe Lily had made her dog to kill that man, but she deceives the police and runs away from there. Then she hears that the police are going to shoot Hagen and all the dogs, so she goes to the butcher shop, but she sees that Hagen had also killed that butcher, whom we saw at the beginning of the story, who wanted to kill Hagen. Now Lily also came to know that Hagen was taking revenge on all those people who had heard it. Now she was worried about her dad, because it was her dad who had separated Hagen from Lily. She immediately calls her dad and tells everything, because he had also hurt Hagen. Hagen reaches the man who had made her fight in the fight club, and by torturing it a lot, he had made it a bloodthirsty dog. Hagen asks its friends and kills that man mercilessly. After it, they run away from there. Now the police was shooting all the dogs. There Lily also finds Hagen's friend, the white dog, who tells her the way to Hagen. Lily was chasing it, but then the police shoots the white dog on the way. Lily stops them a lot, but they don't listen to her. They had also killed the white dog. Lily came back home. When she sees the house owner dead, she understands that Hagen must have killed her too. She was in tension and thinks that Hagen's next target will be her dad. Lily now goes to find her dad, and her dad was also looking for some weapons to compete with the dogs. Meanwhile, many dogs had surrounded Lily in the street, but she tries to talk to Hagen, but it was barking at her. Now Hagen didn't consider Lily its friend because she broke its trust and left it alone. Hagen was about to attack Lily, but just then, Lily's dad brings a fire gun, which was spewing a rapid fire. He wanted to scare those hounds with fire, but instead they became more enraged and started barking. Seeing this, Lily starts playing her instrument to calm Hagen down, which she often play for it, but Hagen doesn't listen to her. All the dogs sat down while listening to it. Lily's dad also understood that now everyone is safe. Lily also sits down like those dogs. Hagen and Lily were looking at each other. We learn from this story that if a dog's emotions and sentiments become tied to a person, the dog will fulfill it with complete loyalty because the dog is a loyal animal. So it was the story of Hagen, who eventually won Lily's heart despite all of its difficulties. Here ends this story.